Hello, today we are going to use React Router to create more routes. And what will be the route? Will be to identify a specific group, and then there you can list the topics and probably also click in the top to see specific content. Then we don't have this weird feeling here that everything is in the same place. Like today, when you click expand and whatever, or the card, we are going to fix this in this video. Let's do it. Okay, then what do we need to do? Of course, we need to create a route. Then we have the route here, and we're going to create a new constant here because I prefer to use constants. It's a group, right? Then I'm going to call group. Then we have my group here, and then my group is going to have, I need to have a little bit more freedom here to have a custom URL. Okay. I will just do this. Then this will be a string. And with a string, I can do like this because I need to have the group. Do you have slug? I don't remember. Do you have slug or do you just have names? Oh, you should have slugs. Then you can navigate with nice names. Slug is just a way to convert a string to a acceptable URL format. Then we're going to have a slug here. Then that's going to be the group slug. But instead of route paths, I'm going to create a route params. Then I can just create params and have constants as well. Like will be group, not group ID, sorry, group slug. Then we're going to have this as a group slug. Okay, root params, group slug. And I need to put like this. This is the syntax to put a slug, param, a group slug. Then the React router knows this is not like a hard-coded. It's something that's going to be dynamic here. And inside the component, you can get this back. Okay. Let's create this like our home page. And then will be, we already have the page, sorry. We already have this that I think we call contents. That would be a little bit weird, right? Because we're going to a URL that's called group, but actually we render the contents component. But I think we can work with this right now, contents. Okay, then when I click in the group, I go to see the contents of these specific groups. But again, I was wrong, and it's groups, topics, contents. I think I need to change this because I can't remember. I always talk about the wrong one. Okay, and if you see this group, this topic is already receiving a group ID. Then basically you just need to convert the group slug to group ID, and we are done. We know how to subscribe to this data. Okay, but let's get this and see what happens. I think that's going to produce an error, not right now, but when I link to this page, let me go to groups, then you can go to our group component, and then you can put some action here, and my action will be on click, and I can use the history from React Router that I can import in a second, and I can push. And again, that's why I use constants. Then I can push to the correct place without any issues because I'm using a constant and not just like some random string in my code. And then I can just use like this. But in this case, I don't want the param, but later I will get the param, you are going to see it, but I'm going to get the path. And what is the path? It's group. And then what is my param? I need to add my group slug here. Okay, let me explain this a little bit. Yeah, and I have my group slug, but I don't have this slug yet. I need to create, but first let me do this. Let me just get my const history from use history. This is coming from React Router, like React Router. We probably already have it. Yeah, we have here. Then that's it. Use history from React Router. then this navigation is going to work, but this is going to break because we don't have a slug. Then let's go to our group collection. I don't remember, to be honest, if you have already. Oh, we have here, right? Okay, that's good. Now that we have just like one single way to add this data, it's very easy for us to create a slug because we have names everywhere, and you have like, you can just create a code here that will slugify the name. And I think there is a package for this. npm is slugify. I don't know if it's going to get too big, but I'm going to, because maybe this could be another video just about this. But meteor npm install is slugify. Then you can just call this library, and that's it. It's going to slugify for us. We can have some options here. We can read this replacement. Replace spaces with, yeah, that's okay. Remove, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Lower, yeah, this we want to have lowercase. Strip characters, accept replacements, default false. Locale. Yeah, we can use English maybe. I don't know. I think I would just use this as true, and that's it. I don't know how I use in bmark, and I remember that we use this, but I don't remember exactly how. Then you can import slugify from slugify, and then you can do. I can have my custom slugify here, just to put the settings there. Yeah, that will be my to be slug. Then I can convert, and I don't need this, I don't need this. I want to be lowercase. Okay, I think this is okay. To be slug. Okay, maybe I have an extra. Yeah. Then what I should do before I set my data, I need to do something very simple. I just need to get my data, and instead of just my name, I will get my data.name, and I will call custom slugify. Then this function is going to slugify my name, and that's it. Later, we also should try to prevent that you have duplicated data here. But in our load data, we can also create something that's called indexes in our database. And then you can create these indexes to be sure that that's going to make sure we have just one way of doing this. Like we call this persistable. I think we call this persistable when we are creating the, we are on runtime, we call this persistable. Then maybe it's a good place to put this. Like if you're using persistable, you should have a unique index for slugify. Then we call this. Then we provide what is your index. Let me just check the MongoDB create index. Then every time our server is going to start, we make sure we are able to create this index. Then we are sure that this index is working as expected. I don't think this is going to produce an error if the index is already there, but we are going to discover in a second. Yeah, that's the idea. And that's also good for performance. Then like slug, it's always going to be fast because we have a unique index for this specific field in our every collection that uses persistable. And let's see what this is going to do. I don't think it's going to produce an error, but there is one mistake here because on insert, I'm not doing this transformation. Then I also believe that would be better for us if you have like a transform function here, like transform. Then I can use in both places. Then I have my data, and then I can have my final data. Then that will be my final data. Then I get the data and I return it. Then if I have more transformations later, I can just use the same function everywhere. Then instead of this, I can just call transform. Okay, and what else? We have the data, we have transform, and I put this parenthesis here because otherwise this syntax is not a valid syntax because it thinks you are open the function and not just returning an object. That was why. And then now everywhere, if I need to save a document, I just call the transform. Then I'm going to apply whatever I need here. Okay, this is my Google. I think I need to handle this. Then I just call the transform function here, and that's it. We can transform this everywhere. And I think this is enough. Yeah, this is enough. I think the only problem that we have now, let's see if this index is going to produce errors. I don't think so. What is it? Let's see, what were the error here? Oh, I don't know what is fascia. What the hell is fascia? I'm not sure. Let me try to. We have this like group slug here, and we have this order. We are just copy and paste it, but we should have like extracted the common part of the schemas because they are going to be always the same. But I'm still lazy here, then I'm not going to do this right now, but we should do this soon. We need to continue this, putting this because I'm lazy. I'm just copy and paste this slug. But if the name is slug order, they are in all of them. Maybe description as well, not sure. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, we don't have description here. Okay, but let's do it. Let's proceed because this video is going to be too long if you fix everything that is wrong. But now we should be able to clear our database. I don't know if I have, because we have like shortcuts here. Remove all. Yeah, I have, oh, it's not all anymore because now I have more things here. Like contents, users. Yeah, but I don't need to remove this as well. Okay. Remove all, and let's restart. Oh, it's not working. Maybe this, because I think I install npm install slugify, and that, oh, maybe I was using yarn before. I'm not sure. Let me just remove this. Then we can just start again. I don't remember if I was using yarn. Yeah, I was using yarn because yarn is here. Yeah, that was probably, it was mixing dependency from yarn and sometimes yarn and npm install a slightly different version. Then let's continue using yarn. I think I need to, oh, I have yarn already. Okay. Sorry guys, I didn't remember that I was using yarn here. I think that's the issue. Let's see. Beleza. Let's see. I just said beleza. Beleza is like okay in Portuguese. I don't know why I said beleza. Okay, let's see if this is working now. Beleza. You can learn some Portuguese words. Maybe this is nice to have in these videos. You should come to Brazil and then you can say beleza. People think you know Portuguese. Oh, not raw collection. Why not raw collection? What is this? This is not, but this is my meteor collection. Meteor collections have raw collection. That's weird. Let's put some logs here. Let's try to see what is a collection. Or I don't remember the name of this function. Here the collection was not initialized yet. I think that's the issue because, yeah, I called this and then later I put everything together. But we have another hook because I don't know if you remember, but we are using something from Quave, and I can also call apply. And I think apply is the correct place. The problem with apply that I need to apply everywhere, but let's just see if this is going to work on apply. And we can also check the docs, quav dev.collections. Let's see what the doc is saying about it. Because the apply function, yeah, I received the collection. I think here the collection is ready. Then I can create something to reuse it. Then I can't put like this. At least not for in this version. Okay. Okay, let's, oops. Oh, it's my console. Now I have a full collection, can you see? But let me just double check if you are creating the index as we expected. Yeah, the index is here. You can even see, I believe, the index definition. Yeah. Then this index, if you have like two slugs that are the same, it's going to break. I'm not going to handle this case because I'm going to add the content myself. Then if I see an error, I probably know what's going on. But if you are doing like some feature that is public and you have an unique index there, you should validate if the index is being respected. Otherwise, the user will not understand why it's not working. But can you see, I have mobile, and if I have space, it's going to put like a dash instead. Then it's like slugs are very helpful, like, can you see? And this library is very helpful. Okay, I think that is it. But now I need to centralize this code. I think I will need to create the part that I'm avoiding here. Like, I don't know what would be the best folder, but I will call common here because I'm going to add a data. And I'm going to create some like, how can I call groups, topics, and content in the same way? Like, I think it's like content helpers. I don't know, because content's not just about the content collection. Because what I want to have here, I want to have maybe a simple schema definition that I can stop doing like these parts that are equal, like description, order, slug, and name. They should be everywhere. Then I can just have like export const content common schema. Okay, this can be just a regular object. I can use simple schema, but I don't need to use simple schema because simple schema has a feature where you can extend, but we don't need it. And I can also put here this other code that I just created, but I don't think I'm going to have a good way to, only if I put the apply here, but then if I need to have, I could put the apply there. That can be a problem later, but let's try to do like common, what would be the name here? Export const common collection, common content collection, right? Then in the collections definitions, I'm going to spread this, then I'm going to apply like this everywhere. Then that's what I'm going to do, common content collection. Then we are considering here that is a content collection has a name, has an order, and then I can just common schema and common content collection, and I can do this here. I can do this here that I removed already, this part. I can do this here. No, sorry, this other one. And the last one will be topics data collection. I can also remove slug. I can also remove name. I can also remove the order, and I can put this here, and I can put this here. I know this video is getting long, but we are doing a bunch of stuff here. But let's see if this is working now. Uh-oh. Duplicate key error, topics, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we have two topics with the same. Oh, we have two topics that are named arrays. Maybe we have arrays in two different areas. That could happen. Yeah, we have arrays twice here. But that's good. Our index are working. Which is this one? How can I call this in a different way? Array. I can call collections here. Maybe I don't want to have this limitation, but I also don't want to append like the group name. Otherwise, it will be like a very, very long name all the time. Let's see if this is the only duplication that we have so far. Let's start this again. Oh, sorry, but I need to clean my database because the duplication is already there. Then the index is going to fail all the time. Then let's create this. Then the index will be applied. Then our load data, the seed data is going to be inserted, or we are going to have another duplication error. Okay. Statements. I also have 2 statements. I think the problem is that I have programming language and then I have JavaScript, and they are basically the same. Okay. Maybe I should have this, right? Statements in JS. Maybe this is a good workaround. And instead of collection, I can have arrays here, and then I can have arrays in JS here. For now, it's a good workaround, I believe. Then now I don't think I need to clean my database. Yeah, it's working because it was not able to insert. The first case, the database was in an incorrect state. Then the index was not being created. Here was a different error. Like it was trying to insert, but the index was there before. Then the index was preventing this. Okay. Everything that I say here, if it's too fast or not clear enough, you should ask a question in the comments below or on Discord. That depends, whatever you prefer. But I think in the comments is better. And then we can record a new video. Okay, because if you don't use the comments, the problem with this approach is that next people are going to have the same problem. Maybe if you use the comments, I can link to an answer here, linking to Discord. Then the best way to get answer for your questions is in the comments below. I'm going to always respond to the comments first, then Discord, because the comments are going to affect more people. Then it's better for everybody. Then if you want to know something very fast, ask in the comments. That's a hack that you can do. Ask in the comments and I'm going to answer you. Okay, but we are doing something wrong, of course. Your collection error cannot call. Okay, I'm calling whole collection in the client. I should not have collections in the client at all. Who is using this collection in the client? We should not use collections in the client. Load data is not in the client. Oh, maybe this code is going to the client as well. That's the issue, right? Yeah, I need to double check this later because I would not expect to have collections in my client code because that's going to add to my bundle. But maybe it's a side effect because the method get your code and put in the client so it can run something that's called simulation that I'm not going to explain this video as well. You see, I will have a lot of things to explain later. But what I'm going to do, and that's going to work, is that if I am in the client, I don't want to run this code. And in Meteor, it's very simple to know if you are in the client. It's like this. And I can put a comment here. Raw collection can't be used in the client. I can also use the create index from Meteor. I don't know why I am using from raw collection. Because Meteor also has this, and then it's probably ignoring in the mini-mongo version. That's probably the right fix for this. Let's double check. I don't know why I use my version, the raw collection. Raw collection is the way to access the original Mongo object and not the Meteor object. Create index. Oh, I think it's different in Meteor. It's insure or insures index, insure index. Let me double check. Meteor collection insure index. Yeah, insure index. Now, insure index is the name I want to know in Meteor. Insure. I don't know if this is talk about Meteor or not, but Meteor has something. MongoDB collections meteor.js. I want to go to the docs, but usually it's easier to go here. Raw collection, raw database. Where is it? I'm sure we have it. Index. I'm sure we have it. Where is it? Oh my God. I really don't remember, but I'm almost sure. Now I'm not so sure, but we have this API to call meteor collection create index, don't we? Let's see, update raw collection entries over meteor. Oh, ensure index, there is an underline here. It's probably not, I think it's not supposed to be used for like final code like this, but it's okay. And let's see if the ensure index works here. Oh, but the same problem. It's not working here. Then that's not the right solution because Minimongo does not have custom indexes. But I was assuming that somehow this was going to be handled for us. Then this for sure is going to work. And that's it. We don't have like all the topics here because we had an error. Do you remember the first time? Then we need to clean our database again. Oh, I just misclicked something. Yeah, here. Then let's clean everything. And then let's restart. I'm back. Sorry, someone just was in the door. But I got the error because another one was here, duplicated. Same problem again. I'm going to clean up the last time because if I still have some like duplications that I can fix later, just the text. But let's try the first time, just the last time, just to wrap up this video. In the end, this video is going to be more about like indexes, slugs, than about the routes, right? Classes avoid. I have many not different names because I'm going to explain the concept and later I'm going to explain in JS. And that's the issue here. Like in JS. Oh God, it's a long video. Right, go. Let's start last. I promise this one will be the last. Now it's going to work. But I'm not sure if you should continue this video. You should provide feedback below also about this. Like, it's better when you have like 10 minutes or when you have like 30 minutes, because this is going to be a 30 minutes video probably because I need to do more things yet. Like I still have map, I have a lot of names here because map is the functional map. Yeah, but I think the slug is going to remove anyway. Yeah. Maybe you should just append the group name, but it's going to be huge, the name, and it's bad to have like huge slugs because the other part of the slug, you have group, then the other part, and the other part, the group will be there already. That's the problem, you know? Like I'm creating slug for group, for topic, and for content. Then when you go to the URL, you are going to have all of them there. Then we don't need to duplicate because it will be a lot of information in the URL. Oh, even Node.js I have twice? Oh my God. Why I have twice? I have Node.js here in the web and I have Node.js where? Oh, languages? Node.js not even a language. What was my idea here? Maybe it was to explain that we have Node.js that runs JavaScript in this. I'm not sure if I'm going to remove it. So index really work. You see, the index is just blocking all my data because my data has a lot of duplication. Yeah, I give up. I have the same name everywhere. Like, it's better to not waste more time. I don't want to put some thing, but I can fix later because we're going to have more and more and more duplications. Maybe, I'm not sure. I could have 2 times HTML as well because the topics are related. Like, I need to explain the same thing in different ways. That at least is my plan. Let's see what I have now. Okay, but let's focus in the problem here because we can work with this database without any issues. Okay, the problem that we want to solve is to get the param, right? Because the slug was just a way that we are doing to have the data. We have the data here. Then I will fix later the names, but I can have like a param here. Then we also have something that's called use params, and then I can get my param, and my param will be group slug, right? But that was a constant. Then maybe it's better to just get params here, and to avoid you breaking this code later, you can have like group slug, and you can get from params like this, group slug, and this is a route param. Then I am getting this property from this object, and this guy also is coming from React route. Okay, then I can build my URL and get like this. Oh wait, I put in the wrong place. Sorry, this is below. No, it's in the completely wrong place here. This is not even in this file. It's in the topics file. Yeah, it's here. Here's the place that we need it. Then we are going to have this group slug, and then you can fetch the data. If you see here, you fetch the data using group ID. Then I'm going to change to group slug. I don't think we are using this in different place. Then I don't need to rewrite any other code. Group slug. Oops. Then group slug will be slug. And remember, this search will be fast because we have an index there. Then that's the idea. The database optimized to reply fast to indexes. And we don't need this anymore. Maybe you are using this somewhere else. Okay, you're using this to get the topics for the user, but we are not going to have it. Not at this point, at least. Then we need to migrate this also. Or, yeah, we need to do something about it. Like this publish here, you can also use group slug. But then first, we need to find the group. Then group. Then you can have groups collection. Find one, because the slug is unique, right? Then you're just going to have one slug. And then group ID. And the name is group ID. And as you don't need the full object here, you should always just get the data that you need. Like, I just want the ID. Because if this object is huge, I don't spend network getting this object from the database. Okay, then when you call this, you should provide group slug as well. Group ID is not needed anymore. That's great because this component now is being used in the top level here. We don't have any data to provide, any props to provide. And if I'm not too stupid, that should be working now. I don't think we put the link in the C button, right? Did you? Oh, we put, oh, that's great. Okay, C, no topics. We should have topics, right? I think something is still not perfect, but we are getting there. We are getting there. Let's see what we are doing. Oh, maybe I changed the search. let's see if the URL is correct. Yeah, the URL is correct. But maybe I changed the search here not in the right way. Let me clean up a little bit this, and let's open topics here. Because I changed the meteor method here. Oh, but I put it wrong. Can you see? I'm trying to find here by slug, but that's not what's going to happen. It should be like I did for this case here. Like in this case here, I will need to do this. Maybe you should have a method also like this in the persistable, and that's the nice way that you can do it. Get ID by slug, because this will be common. You understand? This part here will be common, because we will need to do this all the time that you need to use it. Then you can just have it right here, available everywhere. Then you can have like the document, you can have the slug, and then you can return. But I want to return the ID. Then if the document's not there, I'm going to return null, and that's it. Then we can return it like this. Then right now I already have this here. Then I can just use like my groups collection. Again, if I'm going too fast, you need to let me know. Then I can repeat some concepts and we can talk again about some topics here. But that's the idea. I'm going to get this. Like if I have an error, like if it's not here, maybe this is going to cause a problem. Later, maybe you should throw an error here, or you should have another version that's called get ID by slug or throw. That's another common. Then you are sure that you need to have a slug, otherwise you're going to throw an error. But I'm not so worried, because if the user just changed the URL because he wants to change, he's probably going to have some weird issues, but it's not a huge problem for us. Then in the other place that was the topic methods, I also need to do the same. Groups collection dot get ID by slug, and then I also going to provide my slug. Let's see if this is the problem. B is not a function. What is B, Felipe? What is B? B is not a function. I think maybe some change that I did here. I put the save. What is B? B is not a function. Let me restart just in case, as we are using hot module replacement, maybe this change was not fine for hot module replacement code. Let's see. No, it's happening again. Like B is not a function. Oh, but again, this code is being executed in the client. That was never the idea. Why this code is running here? I think the method is including the code there. Let me do something in the method. This is the method probably that's running. Let's be sure that this is running. But if this is running in the client, I don't want that. Then I can just do the same. But I should handle this better. I think I have something in the collection here that I can say that client or something. If I don't want to use in the client, I think I add something that I can say, oh, I don't want to have this in the client. But maybe it's not documented. I need to check later. Who is the function? Because can you see, like I put a log here, then I could see if this is the function that's running, but it's not. But it's some code that's using groups collection that's running in the client. But what is this code? No, maybe the publish. Let's put some logs here. Logs are your friend. No, but this code is client server side only, but let's see. Because if you have a call for this code, you're going to see the logs here. It's the persistable. Persistable. Oh, somebody was. Oh, it's just because of this import that was here that was producing this problem. Okay, I don't fully understand, but the import was causing because this persistable somehow is important in the client as well. And then it was causing the collection to be imported. Then I removed the collection from here and it stopped importing there. But now I want to understand why this is still not working. Group. Let's see if the slug is correct, because of course that's our first possible problem. Then let's see if the slug is correct in the server. Yeah, the slug is correct in the client. Okay, that's good. Then we need to know if the slug is correct in the server as well. Oh, sorry, wrong window. Topics by group. No, we are not getting any group slug in the server. Why? Maybe here it's not defined. It was defined here, but not defined here. That would make no sense. But I had an error the other day with React Router that sometimes the params was not there. But I don't think it's the same problem here. Yeah, we have it. Then we call topics by slug. Oh, now we have it. I don't know what I changed, but maybe it was not published yet, the server change. Okay, then maybe this code is wrong, right? Maybe this code is not getting the group ID that we expect. Let's see. Oh, Philippe, you are so stupid. Do you remember that this code was not slug and I changed this incorrectly? Then that's the issue. This should be group ID here. You see? The old search was group ID, and now I'm getting the ID using the slug. Of course, I need to get the ID here. I was comparing slug with ID with slug. Now it's going to work. Finally. Yeah. You see? It's working now. We need to have a back button. We need to have some more other things, but this video is huge already, but you can see it's working. I can also change my title. I will show later. And for the next video, I think we can improve this code a little bit. We can put maybe the back arrow, maybe the upvotes again with the actual numbers. But I think this is enough. This video is getting too big. See you.